Hey everyone, hey, it's Rick with Rick Sells Tools on eBay and YouTube. This is going to be a little different. You've seen most of these tools. These are from different tool hauls, but now they've all been cleaned. And I noticed in some of the different tool hauls, it looks like I could make, maybe not full sets, but make sets of some of the different brands that I have. And also, I got a lot of reaction to these snap-on sockets. I want you to see what these look like now that they're clean. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these out, build the sets, and kind of show you how I do it to get them ready to sell on eBay. So here we go. This Blackhawk screwdriver is the only thing I can't build a set with. I don't even know why I put it in here, but there's a Blackhawk screwdriver. I'm going to put that way over to the side. So I thought I'd start with the snap-on sockets. I had a number of people reach out saying not to sell these as a full set, to sell them individually because these are discontinued on the snap-on chuck. So I have snap-on deep 3/4 drive, and I'm not going to start reading model numbers or anything like that, but I do want to show you the after of how these look. All I did was soak them in simple green and brush them. They look fantastic. So all of these will be for sale individually on eBay. Again, those sockets are on a previous video. So I'm going to start yanking out wrenches and see what I can build as far as sets go. Now when I watch this back, there's a good chance that I'm going to be speeding certain parts of this up. Okay, just to chime in real quick. So this pile over here, I'm going to show you. In one of my last videos, I told you how I would get a paint bucket and put a bunch of wrenches in it and put it on Facebook Marketplace and say bucket of wrenches, and I would do that with sockets, bucket of sockets. That's what this is. That's what this pile is over here. I have some Craftsman double open end. I have 3 Thorsons, an SK, another SK, Honda Motors, Matco, Craftsman, and a really clean Craftsman adjustable wrench. So I'm just kind of getting everything close, and then I'll see what sets I have afterwards. So here we go. Let's do some more. You see in a couple cases there's already wiring on it, so I wanted these to stay together when I dipped them in simple green, so when they came out I'd already know where they needed to go. So these are all just double line V's. These are all double line V's, and these are single line V's. So I just wanted to keep them together, make it easier. If you recall this from another video, I have Williams Super Wrenches, but I've never had a J.H. Williams & Co. Now this one was ground down a little bit, but it's still cool to see a brand you've never seen before. This is a really nice French Blue Point. This one won't have any matches. Let's go over here. Those of you that helped me out with this finally found out what this was. I found out right after the video. This is a stud remover. It cleaned up nice. I don't even know if it's ever been used. Okay, so I had a few people ask me about my paint bucket trick. So go buy yourself some paint buckets, load them up with tools, and what I'll do is I'll lay it over on its side and take a picture of it and then list it on Facebook Marketplace. Bucket of tools, bucket of sockets, bucket of wrenches, things like that. So this one was already sitting ready to go. It's not completely sorted yet. I'll be going through this later. I'm not going to do this one now, but I noticed I had some more K tools sitting out there in another Kmart. So there got a couple Kmart wrenches right there. I think I threw the K tool over there. I'm going to go through it and see what I want to do. But for right now, those are going to go over there. These are all K tool. So basically what I'll do, something like this. And I don't know, I'll probably put a few more wrenches and I'll sell this for $5, $10, $15 on Facebook Marketplace. But that's what it looks like. Anyway, these aren't done and I'm not going to complete them here on camera. So those are the undesirables, mostly India, Taiwan, China, and I don't want to bother listing them on eBay. I'm not insinuating they're all bad. They're not profitable enough for eBay. So now in this step, I'm just going to organize them. And then I'll show you how I tag them and get them ready to photograph and all that. But let me look into just seeing what I have here. I tried to organize them fairly well as I was pulling them out. So these are the super wrenches, and I'm not sure if I'm going to sell these individually or separately. These are a little bit lower level. The name's been ground off, but there's a really big beefy wrenches. So these are the super wrenches. I think for now I'll leave them together and just put them over here. Sometimes when I log into eBay and I look at the listings and find comparables, that gives me the idea if I want to sell them individually or just as a set. So the next thing I want to do is look at the flared out wrenches or tubing wrenches, whatever you like to call them, which are right here, and just see what we have. Try to match them up with their V or VA. So this is a, let me separate the SAE from the metric. Let's do that first. And this is real time how I do it. I've listed, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tools. This is how we do it. And again, just so we're clear, everything here has been soaked in simple green. Some of this has been soaked in evapor rust. You're really not going to see too much rust on this table. There's a couple of the super wrenches. A couple of these were not soaked, but a few of these were. There's really no rust on the table anymore and not a lot of grease. I can't read this one. I'm going to put it in the not so desirable box. So we have here a Craftsman V inverted V 44176. It's a 10 by 12 millimeter. And this is a V 44177, 13 by 14 millimeter. These will be sold separately. So I'll just start separating them. Those are going to be sold separately. Here we have some sets. So we have a V 44174 3/8 by 7/16. We have another V 44174 3/8 by 7/16. They're exactly the same, so I'm going to put them next to each other. I have a 5/8 V 44173, 5/8 by 11/16. Another 5/8 by 11/16, exactly the same. They're both V's. So we're going to do this, put them next to each other like that. So I have two exact sets, 44171, that's 1/2 inch by 9/16, V 44171, 1/2 inch by 9/16. So we have two sets of the exact same. So these both we sell as separate sets. Perfect. What do I want to do next? Let's look at these little breaker bars here. Let's look at these Craftsman breaker bars. That's a V 4428 3/8 drive. This one needs to be cleaned a little bit. And this is a V predating the number code. So this one is older than this one, both 3/8 drive. This was a cool wrench I'd never heard of before. This is a Craftsman Evolve 13 millimeter. So that one's going to get sold separately. And then we have the CMMTs. Oh, some SAE, some metric. So let's separate them out. There's a 10 millimeter Craftsman CMMT, 13 millimeter Craftsman CMMT. These two will be this will be sold. The Evolve separately. These two will be sold together. This 3/8 1/2" 9/16 CMMT will be sold together. And then this is a Craftsman 9/16 by 1/2". It's a USAV 44472. That's a tappet wrench. I have no matches for that. That will be sold separately. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9 listings right here. And when I run out of room, I'm going to show you how I organize them and throw them into my bin and get them ready for photography. This is a 1/4" breaker bar. I'm going to have no matches for this. That's a V. That's going to be a separate listing. I'll just do this right here. So let me match up. I want to get all of the V's and the VAs and everything aiming up so I know exactly what I'm looking at as I sort. Okay, so as I sort, I'm going to put them by V, V inverted V, VV. So this is an E. This is a V. This is a V inverted V, V inverted V, V inverted V, VV, V inverted V, V inverted V, VV, V inverted V, V inverted V, V inverted V, V inverted V, V inverted V. This is a V. So this is a 3/8 V, this is a 3/8 VV, and this is a 1/2" VV. So I have a toolbox over here where I have incomplete sets. I think I'm going to put these 3 in there for right now. I'll be right back. I also noticed I have in that drawer with some incomplete sets, I have some sets I'm working on for the double open-end wrenches. So I'm actually going to go put these in my toolbox right now. These aren't going to get listed for a little while. Okay, so what we have here is we have a V inverted V, 11/16, 3/4, 5/8, 44701, 44698, 44697, 9/16, 44696, V inverted V, 44695, 44694, 44693, 44692, 44699, 44691. Okay, so here's a cool little set. So we have 3/4". I'm not going to repeat the V inverted V. They're all V inverted V, so these are all staying together. 44701, 3/4, 11/16, 44698, 5/8, 44697, 9/16, 44696, 1/2", 44695, 7/16, 44694, 3/8, 44693, 11/36 is 44692, 5/16, 44691, 1/4", 44699. Now I want to look over here real quick because these were put together at another time. So these are metrics. So those will definitely stay together. And these are V and VV. This is V inverted V. 19. Oh, got it, because it's metric. 19 millimeter. Got it. These are metric. These are staying together. All right. So this is going to be the way they're going to get sold. When I'm done, I'm going to bring the camera in and show you really closely, and then I'm going to show you how I tag them. So, you know, we're doing good. We're almost, we're more than halfway done. So obviously, these are all done. This is a V 9/16 by 5/8 double box. This is a V 1/4" by 5/16. These will sell together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, probably 12, 13, 14 listings right here. And then the snap-ons would be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, because everyone said sell them individually. Over here, we're not going to have a lot of matches. This is a Williams 728, 3/4 by 9/16. This is a this is what I call a I am not sure yet, need to look it up wrench. This is the 15/16, which this wrench is giant for a 15/16, but that's the Blue Point. There's another listing. Snap-on 14 millimeter. I'm going to sort these ignition wrenches. This is an SK. This is a Gador, but it's India, so I'm going to put it over there. A couple extensions here. One's a Billings and one's a Thorson. This is a Honda. This is a Honda Motors wrench. That's a Matco. This is a Matco. This is a Kmart. Jesse, if you've watched this far, Jesse's Garage, check this tool. I have 2 Kmarts. If you want them, hit me up. I'll send them to you. These are 2 Stanleys. I thought I had more Stanleys. I am not going to waste my time. So the Stanley's just going to go in the bucket. Popular Mechanics is also going to go in the bucket. So as you can see, buckets are getting... I'll probably sell both of these for $20 each. This is a Powercraft. I'm just not going to waste my time. That's a Craftsman 8-inch adjustable. These are the metric combination wrenches. 4 metric combination wrenches and 3. Nope, sorry. These are the... Why did I put these together? These should not be together. Wait a minute. I have 2... Oh, never mind. I have 2 sets of metrics. So this is a V 15 millimeter. This is a V 14 millimeter. This is a V 19 millimeter. That's a V 13 millimeter. Those absolutely should be together. This is a V inverted V 19. This is a V 14 and a VV. These aren't matching. I'm probably going to sell... I'm going to sell these separately. Those I'll sell together. These I'm going to sell separately. These are going to be sold individually. So now I'm going to sort these ignition wrenches, and then I'm going to bring you in, and then I'm going to show you how I organize these for photography. We have an 8 millimeter and a 7 millimeter ignition wrench Craftsman, and a 10 millimeter. Whoa. I don't think I've ever had metric ignition wrenches, but I have 8, 9, 10 millimeter Craftsman ignition wrenches. I have another double, that's not an ignition wrench, that's a double open end wrench. That's going to go in that toolbox. I have a Thorson 9 millimeter, and I'm not going to keep it. And this is a Thorson 8 millimeter, and I'm not going to keep it. This is an SK Wayne 12 millimeter. This is a Thorson 11 millimeter. They're not American made. This is a Napa ignition wrench. It's just really small. I'm not going to take the time with it, so that's going to go in the box. And then this double open end wrench is going to go in that toolbox. So I'm going to grab the camera, give you a close-up, because all this is going to be selling on eBay, and then I'm going to I'll show you the toolbox first, then I'll show you this, then I'll show you briefly how I tag these. Be right back. Okay, so we have the big box over there. In this box, and pardon me if I don't remember which drawer it is while I'm trying to hold the camera and not drop the camera. These are just incomplete sets here. So I keep them in here, and then some of those double open ends I just put right there, okay? So I'm just using this box. I bought this box specifically to help me organize what I'm selling. Those of you who've seen, I have a bunch of knives listed on Rick Sells Tools. Here's a bunch of extensions. In fact, I'm going to take these 2 right here and put them in there. I'll also show you what's in here. So those are Black Hawk ratchets, Craftsman, J.H. Williams. This is a Her brand. You will never find a better one than this. This is a Her brand. That's the J5. I want you guys to look closely. I bought it off of a collector. This will be sold on eBay. If you're interested in the J5, let me know. This is maybe the best model you'll ever see. And another one that's going to be sold with it for parts. So this is a Her brand J5 with parts. This one I've just been hesitating to sell because I'll never get another one like it. SKs. Protos and SKs. I have about 40 or 50 Protos in another location. Snap-ons, Thorsons. Snap-ons and Thorsons over here. This one I'm not going to sell. This is Right Tools. That's 1/2-inch drive, and I don't think the wrench has ever even seen a socket. I have to keep this one. This isn't all my ratchets. I probably have 60, 50, 60 more than this, and just other sets I'm trying to build out. And then while I'm giving you the tour, if we come over here, sorry for the noise, the garbage man just decided to show up. That white box is a tool haul. The envelope's a tool haul. The one on the bottom is, I think, 7 or 8 auction wins. This box right here is full. That one weighs 56 pounds. This one is 32 lots. That one was $300 for shipping and $600 for the tools. So that one box is about $1,000. That's a tool haul. That's a tool haul. That's a haul. That's a haul. This box back there is a haul. This box right here is completely filled. And then the two on the bottom, that's $300 in shipping for those two. So I got a couple $1,000s worth of shipping here. So when I tell you I have a lot of tools still to list and show you guys, you see I have a lot of tools to show you guys. Okay, let's do a close up here. There's the bucket of tools. There's the bucket of tools. Probably sell each one of those for 20 bucks. There's the Williams. There's the one Craftsman. And then there's the set that I just organized for you guys. Flare nut wrenches, flare nut wrenches, flare nut wrenches, breaker bar. And then the CMMTs, the Evolve, the tapper wrench, the breaker bar, the double boxes, the little ignition wrenches. Then there are the snap-on sockets, going to be sold individually as per the advice of many people who reached out. 3/4 drive, discontinued by Snap-on. There's a Williams. There's the Blue Point, Snap-on, Matco, Honda Motors, Craftsman adjustable, and 2 sets of metric wrenches. Okay guys, so now what I'm gonna do is I'll go get some of my tags and just show you briefly how I tag it. I'm not gonna show you all of them. I'll just show you a couple how I tag it, get them ready to be listed on eBay. Be right back. Okay, so this isn't all of it, but this is enough to give you an explanation. So what I do, for example, I want to sell these 3 ignition wrenches together. Probably in this case, I'm just gonna, for right now, I'm just gonna Ziploc bag it. Because these have to be, when I do the actual photography, they'll have to be taken out real quick, shot, and put back in the bag. Then I write a number on it. Then I put that number in an Excel spreadsheet. Then I put it in the bin with the corresponding number. The stud remover, plastic bag. Let me show you how you do the wrenches. Well, one of them's right here, and the tag came off. Let me get this off real quick. I'll redo it for you. I want to keep these 4 together. So I take one of these tags with the metal wire. I'll do a better job later, but that's, there you go. These will be unwrapped and shot, but I have so many to shoot, I don't want to have to redo this. So I'm staying organized now. This is how I do it. All I got to do is take the wire off, shoot the pictures, put the wire back on, add the number, throw it in an Excel, throw it in a bin, put it on eBay, move on. We'll do the CMMTs real quick. These are all going to get sold separately. This one's separate. Separate, separate, separate. Don't need to be tagged right now if they're separate. This one's separate. These 2 are going to be sold together. So then we get to this where we can't put the tag on it because they're clear nut wrenches. We do this. I buy bags by the hundreds at Costco. That's it. All right, enough of that on video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me get back on camera and give you a big thank you for watching. Okay, well, that's how it's done. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was educational. Hope you enjoyed looking at tools. I could look at tool videos all day long. Hope you enjoyed it. Little tour of my other toolbox. As you can see over there on the floor, there's thousands and thousands of wrenches still to be listed. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.